Cooper-Ellis!
The third stop of the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup took place over the last weekend of August at Montenegro Skate Park in Guadalajara, Mexico. The forecast predicted rain, but fortunately the event went off without a hitch. The sun was hot, and according to the riders, the transitions weren't exactly perfect, but we still had ourselves a good old-fashioned Mexican fiesta. Finals day started off with the ladies. We saw a few not-so-familiar riders from Mexico, along with plenty of the usual suspects. 16-year-old Jessie Gregory from Huntington Beach pulled countless manual lines. Spanish shredder and current overall points leader Teresa Azcoaga showed off her signature style. Chile's Macarena Perez stomped multiple tail whip errors and landed herself in the third place spot. Nina Buitrago, one of the OGs in the world of women's freestyle, landed herself in the second spot. This is Nina's first Vans BMX Pro Cup podium of 2018. Nina laid down creative lines, wall rides, grind combos, and much more. Nina's been killing it for years and continues to progress, and it's awesome to see her on the podium. A much-deserved first-place finish went to Angie Marino. Angie jumped and even tricked parts of the course that the other ladies weren't even touching. Her style was on point, she used the whole course and totally kicked ass. Hell yeah, Angie, congratulations. Teresa Azcoaga holds on to her top spot in the overall ranking, but Angie is edging in on her. It'll be an epic showdown for the ages at the final stop next month in Malaga, Spain. 20 riders competed in the men's final, 10 pre-qualified and 10 who made it through the qualifying process here in Guadalajara. Jamie Cooper-Ellis looked awesome all weekend, but unfortunately took a nasty slam, jumping a huge step-down transfer in his second run. Jamie got knocked out, but came too quickly, and the medics think he only needs stitches. Heal up quick, Jamie. Best wishes. Mexican riders Pavel Marquez and Netzer Parada held it down for their home country. They both made it through the qualifying process and had respectable showings in the final. Parker Heath finished in 17th. Personally, I think that's a bit low, but I am not a judge. Parker nailed creative moves like Superman seat grabs and 450 lookbacks on the hip. He put down multiple solid runs and continues to progress with each stop of the tour. Matt Cordova took a really hard crash in qualifying and was far from 100% in the finals. He still managed to lay down some solid riding, but it was only enough to land him in 14th. I think it's safe to say he would have been much higher if he was healthy. Brazilian Juan Madonna does some of the best toboggans in BMX history, and Canadian Corey Walsh jumped a bunch of transfers that nobody else was touching and finished things off with an insane pocket air. I saw him eyeing it up and didn't think that could possibly be what he was looking at, but it certainly was, and he nailed it perfectly first try. Dennis Enarson placed 11th. I'm not really sure how that happened, but once again, I am not a judge. A few of Dennis's highlights include a tail whip off the wall under the bowl and a big 180 bowl-to-bowl transfer. I'm not saying that Dennis should have won, but I certainly thought he did better than 11th place. Corey Bohan flew in late and barely made it into finals, but really made his last few times on the course count. Corey did a few crazy manual lines that nobody else was touching and did a 540 tail tap on a really narrow quarter. He finished in 10th place. Kris Fox rode really fast, like crazy fast. He also jumped the gigantic step up. Kris Fox is a wild man. The pride of Mexico, Mr. Kevin Peraza himself, finished in 7th. Kevin makes BMX look really good and the crowd here absolutely loves him. Australian Alex Hiam took the 6th place spot with a dialed tail whip transfers and a few wild technical combos. He also embraced the subwalls that surround the skate park, which not many riders touched. Gary Young walked away with the award for best line and also a 5th place finish. Gary rode fast and jumped a bunch of super difficult transfers. He also ended up destroying a back wheel on a 360 gone wrong, but commandeered Dennis Enarson's bike to get redemption. It was crazy to see what Gary could do immediately after hopping on a bike he wasn't familiar with. Larry Edgar, the current overall points leader, was still battling injured ribs from the last Pro Cup stop in Huntington Beach. Nonetheless, Larry went super high and made bike riding look really damn good. Larry finished off in 4th, but still holds on to the overall lead. Australian Boyd Hilder ended up in 3rd, which is his first ever Vans BMX Pro Cup podium. Boyd's combination of creativity, technicality, and burliness really sets him apart from the crowd. He's young and gets better and better with each contest appearance. This is his first Pro Cup podium, but I'm confident it will not be his last. Sergio Layos is no stranger to Pro Cup podiums and finished in the 2nd spot. Sergio's flawless style and ability to find lines in any bowl made it look like Montenegro was his local park. To top things off, Sergio also won Best Trick with a wild 360 transfer, which I was not expecting and filmed horribly. Luckily, Dan Foley came through with the goods so you can see what's going on. Thanks, Dan. You're a wonderful man. The top spot went to a very much deserving Jason Watts. Jason was absolutely on fire. His nose manuals were on point and did a bunch of incredible combos and variations, including a no-hander to nose manual. He also blasted huge 360s over the spine and even finished things off with a decade to manual. This is the best I've ever seen Jason ride. He certainly likes to get loose, but don't let that take your mind off the fact that he's one of the best in the game. This makes Jason 2 for 2 on first place finishes in Guadalajara. Congratulations, Jason. I think it's time to apply for dual citizenship. The Vans BMX Pro Cup wraps up next month at Ruben Alcantara's skate park in Malaga, Spain. We will be there and you should probably go also. If you can't, that's okay. You can still watch all of our coverage and we can all still be friends. Big thank you to Vans for having us out and congratulations to all the winners. See you in Spain.